back to Consumer Update. If you're like me, you may take it for granted how important it is that your garage door opens and closes when you want it to. But what do you do when it doesn't? Banko Overhead Doors has been serving Florida residential and commercial clients since 1984. And here to tell us more is Nick Banko, the president of Banko Overhead Doors. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So you've been doing this for a long time.
Sure have.
Since 1984.
Yeah.
Which is a while. Tell us how you got in the business. Was there a need that you saw?
It really was a need, and we primarily served contractors and home builders.
Okay.
Installed tens of thousands of doors for home builders, and we really became efficient and good at what we did. And several years ago, we found the need for individual homeowners who wanted the choice for designs and styles. And you know, when your garage door doesn't work, who do you turn to? It's a specialty field. It's a difficult to install product. So our business has really grown from there.
No, most people don't think about it, like I said, until it goes bad. I've been there, and I'll call my contractor, and they'll rig it, and it'll work for like a short amount of time. But you really do need somebody that knows what they're doing, because now the technology's changed too. I mean, it's a whole another ball game. There's a lot of accessories you can get. What are some of the coolest things out there?
Oh, the nicest feature now is you can open and close your garage door from the internet.
Really?
You can have alerts sent.
Wait a second. Back it up. I can close it from the internet.
Yep, you can use your smartphone and open and close the door. So for a lot of reasons, if you have someone coming in the house to do service and you're not home, you can let them in. If you don't want to give them a transmitter to the home or a code to the garage door.
Okay, I'm in love. I'm in love because I'm like the worst about that. I'm like, oh, somebody's coming. Like even this morning I left and I was like, did I close the garage door? Did I not close the garage door?
Yeah.
You don't have to
that
worry
OCD
about that anymore.
feeling about
yes. And I literally just did it this morning.
And you would just look at the app on your phone or any computer, and you can look and see, it'll tell you if the door's closed, how long it was closed. It's nice if you have people coming and going, for families that have small children and they're working, if they want to know if their children got home safely from school, they enter through the garage. Well, our main point of access these days is the garage door.
I don't even think I have a key. If I looked from my house, I don't even think I have a key. I don't know where it is.
That's the other nice feature of being able to have internet access with your smartphone. You know, if you take your car and you get serviced and you leave your transmitter in the car and you bring the loaner car home, how do you get in the house, right? We've probably all been there. So you have your smartphone with you and you can open and close your door there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the alerts are also a nice feature, and you can set a timer to close. Since you're one of those people that worries if you close. Yeah.
Does it make coffee?
No, unfortunately
if it made coffee, it'd be perfect, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now, as far as the actual doors themselves, has the technology changed? Is there like more efficient ones? Or like I said, I know my doors have got to be 15 years old?
You know, there really is, and probably one of the bigger changes in Florida, we have to be aware of wind code for hurricane protection. So their building codes are very strict in Florida, and that's one of the things you want to make sure that your door is rated. So if there is a storm, it's the largest opening in your home. It's a place where you really need opening protection so you don't damage the rest of the house. If your garage door fails, you usually will cause damage to the rest of the house, like the roof and so on.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Because you just kind of think it's there and you don't think past.
But past that,
opens and closes.
You have the beauty of there's so many design options and choices now. There's design options at various price points. There are a lot of beautiful doors on the market. Even in Florida, we have everything from wood doors that last a very long time, where everyone thought that wood in Florida was high maintenance. But we also have doors that look like wood that aren't, that have the faux finish to them. They look just like wood. So the design options are really a beautiful benefit. And really the nice thing is you can enhance your home's curb appeal and appearance.
That's what I was just going to say.
And protect it at the same time.
Like they're just plain old-fashioned doors. We painted them.
Yeah.
To look like wood. They don't look like wood. They look like paint. Also, what about insulation for the doors? Like, is that something that people are doing too?
Yeah, it really is, and we're really proud of the IntelliCore technology that it's a high R value. In Florida, we're not always concerned about high R value and energy efficiency, but the real benefit to an insulated door is it's just such a stronger, quieter operating door. We have a lot of living space above garages, so it keeps the noise down in the garage, keeps noise from getting in. It's a quieter operating door. So there's a lot of benefits besides just energy efficiency. The insulated doors bring so much more from a feature and benefit standpoint. They really are something that is an option to explore when you're ready to replace a garage door.
No, and that's what's great about calling a company that specializes in it is you know these things. When you call somebody else, they're like, okay, let me just give you, A, B, or C model, and those are your choices. I come to you, and I can have a whole gamut of choices.
Yeah, and what we like to do is send a consultant out to show you what's available. Even if we get a lot of people that say, I just want a garage door, because we think of it as a utility and a convenience. It needs to
100%.
open when we need it and close
Right.
when we need it to. But really, when you think of it as an extension of you, an extension of your home, it's really nice to have the opportunity to do that. And we bring out full samples so we can lean them up to against the house, see how they're going to match.
See it.
Yeah, and
it and touch
it's
it.
really nice. And what people find out is, because I said there's design options at every price point, it's not necessarily driving the cost up to really pick something that works well with the architecture and elevation of your home. So there's
Right, and adds value. If it's
Yeah.
got curb appeal, there's value
yeah,
added.
and as far as added value, it's interesting because Home Remodeling Magazine always ranks a garage door in the top 5 home improvements. We always think kitchens and bathrooms, but it's really entry doors and garage doors that are the return on investment.
So what should people ask when they're shopping to get like the best deal? Like,
There's a lot of things you really need to consider. So you really need to look at your application and what you need. Is there living space above the garage? Do you heat or cool the garage? How do you use it? Those type of things. But what you really need to do is look at, from that standpoint, how it's going to fit the elevation of your home and how it's going to look and enhance the look of your home.
Gotcha. Now, another thing I think is really important is you guys are a family-owned business. You're not some franchise that I'm calling and getting subcontractors that are being, just called. You guys actually have employees. Tell me a little bit about that, because I think that's important. I know as a homeowner myself, that's really important to me.
And we really think it is too. We have 70 employees. We really take pride in empowering our employees to help us provide world-class service for our customers, and it as a specialty is what we do, and we are well trained in what we do. So it really does help to have that, because what you mentioned, when you hire a contractor or somebody to work on it, garage doors, springs are under tension and there's danger. So it's not a do-it-yourself repair. It's something that you need someone that's trained. And our employees are all background checked, so I know exactly who I'm sending to your home, so you can feel comfortable that they've been background checked, they've been well trained.
And that is important. People forget that until it's too late. The other thing I wanted to mention is you guys have a personal guarantee that there are no hidden costs. Because I know as a consumer that is so irritating to me when I think I'm going to have something at the end. I say, oh yeah, but you need this and that. You guys don't do that.
No, we don't. And I think that's really one of the things that makes it a good buying experience and a good experience in general. Because in Florida, a lot of people don't even know that you have to pull a permit to replace your garage door. In other states in the country, it's not that way, but because of hurricanes and the strict building codes for hurricane.
Yeah, I didn't know that, just so you know. I had no idea.
And it's a big expense in the project, so our price will include that. And there's several little things that you look for in any home remodeling project. The last thing you do is say, wow, I thought
that's the worst. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So no, that's no fun. Well, how do they find you? Your website? What's the easiest
website,
place?
or our toll-free number is 877-90-BANKO or bankodoors.com.
And you said you'll just come out, you'll bring everything, so it's an easy call?
Free consultation, and we'd be glad to spend some time with you and find out what fits your needs the best.
Well, Nick, thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's all we have time for this edition of Consumer Update. I'm Kelly Lightbourne. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Consumer Update has been brought to you by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, Trinity Hearing and Balance, and Banko Overhead Doors.